Next is from John Flynn. The subject is MLW's obsession with the WWE. Every time I try to give MLW a shot, they seem more concentrated in knocking the WWE than they are with their own angles and storylines. For example, they have the what it's a mock on the WWE. Now they have the MLWID program, another knock on the WWE. This makes the horrible actor and wrestler Paul Hauser called the WWE deplorable for having Hogan on Raw. Meanwhile, MLW's Matt Riddle thinks Matt has allegedly done to his ex-wife and other women is way more deplorable than Hogan's bad words. Shed MLW and Kurt, it's spelled Cord, but his name is spelled Kurt correctly. Correct? Is that correct, Konnan?
Yes.
Can Kurt concentrate on their own stories and stop obsessing on the WWE? I don't watch MLW, so I don't have any clue what this guy's talking about, to be honest with you. But yeah, I think they're not doing themselves a service by talking about WWE.
Well, here's the problem, Disco. He's catering to his base, which hate the big two, and they support independent wrestling. Okay, and basically what it is he's got his fan base, and that's why it's a niche promotion. You know, Impact has their fan base, niche, GCW, all down the line. You know, and even AEW is a niche promotion. So he was talking about, I watch MLW every week. And because I have a lot of friends there and I still got a lot of love for Kurt and MSL. Do you know this guy, Paul Hauser, Joe?
Yeah, dude. Paul Hauser's a great actor, dude. If you saw him in that Atlanta Olympic bombing movie, and he was also great in the Tanya Harding movie, Cobra Kai. I don't know what he's talking about. Paul Hauser.
I saw him in Cobra Kai as Stingray, and he was hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
And I like anybody from the mainstream that can come and put eyes on the product, which I highly doubt he is, but he is good. But bro, they have him as a character on the show who's like a tough guy. The guy's short, he's dumpy, and he's not a threat to anyone except the dessert tray and catering. I mean, give me a break. They're trying to pass this guy off as like a tough guy, and he just looks like a fat fan. And I'm not trying to insult him because I do think he is talented.
Yeah. So they have him. Has he actually worked? He's wrestled. He's been in matches.
I think he has. I'm almost positive he has. But he's supposed to. I'm like, come on, dude. You got to look the part. And let me just,
No, go ahead.
What did he say about Matt Riddle? This guy in the letter?
Oh, isn't Riddle worse? Like how Hogan got booed because of his past. Isn't Riddle worse than Hogan for the allegations that were made against him? That kind of thing.
Well, I'm not going to compare them. They're both wrong, but we have no proof. It could just be a girl that's happened to just about every guy and is invented, or maybe it didn't. Yeah.
Let's be honest, though. Well, how bad was it with Hogan in the big picture?
I thought it was bad.
Okay, I thought it was bad, but how bad? He said it in private.
I know, but here's. Okay, I'm glad you bring that up. Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, because I just want to gauge it. Like, let's just say, okay, how bad is this? Can't use private was recorded, right? Like I said, bro, I worked with the guy. We worked. He was always cool around the black guys. And I never saw any of that from him, right? And it's not like he did this in public. Or said it to say he was like talking to his kid and just used the word in conversation. So I would suggest that there's
no. He was. That's not the kid phone call was different. He said it to Bubba's wife.
Exactly.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, you did in the end to Bubba's wife.
Right.
So they released it to make the guy look bad. After the guy's wife is like, I don't know. Like I said, it's usually behind closed doors and not in a public place is certainly not worse. I mean, I think anybody would agree with it.
I don't know. I think some people would argue against that.
Why?
I agree, but I'm not black.
It's usually
you agree with what?
Wait a minute. Here's the thing,
I would agree that is more harmful than using. Like I said, I'm not black, so how would I know? You know what I mean? That's just my, what do you call it?
Well, here's the thing. We don't, like I said before, and I'm not in any way excusing him or we don't know if the thing really happened with Riddle. We heard Hogan. And I always hear this. I always hear, Hogan never was racist around me because he's not an idiot, bro. Because if he says that in front of like a Samoan or Latino or black, there's a good chance he might get smacked or called out. Or if somebody says that he used that word in front of them and tells the boys, right? So he's smart enough not to say it in public, but he said it, and he said it like 2 or 3 times. He's like, "Yeah, if you're
Yeah.
gonna have a rich boyfriend, like I have black guys that I can use that word in front of because they're my boys from many years. And bro, you know who uses the word I think more than black guys? Puerto Ricans. And we just call that to ourselves,
Yeah.
I
all
just
day.
remember. I just remember when this first leaked and stuff. The whispers and rumors were already like, Hulk's not concerned about the part. There's something else that's going to be worse. So people already knew it was like.
But look, at the end, he destroyed Gawker and got him, millions of dollars.
Interesting
Now,
about that too.
let me just say one thing about Matt Riddle. If you meet him, you've met him, right, Disco?
Right. And I'm not saying Matt Riddle did that.
Right.
I was just bringing up. I want to bring up.
But let me just say this: as a guy,
Context, right?
if you met Matt Riddle, and Disco he's very, very likable.
Right.
He doesn't have a big head. He doesn't, bro. He's super chill guy.
Right.
Now, like I said, I don't know what happened. If he did do it, but what does that have to do with me? My whole thing is, if you're not girl here and you weren't convicted out there, in the dressing room, and you come to work and you're professional, it's almost like if somebody said you can't smoke your house, like that's his personal life. He's got to deal with it.
Yeah.
I got my own problems to be judging so I hate snowflake wrestlers. And this guy sounds like he might be one that, they're quick to judge like they never did anything wrong in their life.
Well,
And it's like you always say, Konnan. Like, for example, Jimmy Snuka was accused of 83. The dude worked for the next 30 years.
Right.
Just as an example, but like you always say, there's triple standards for certain. You know what I mean? Like,
right, 100%. Yeah.
So I just want to make. I always like to come back to this point. The reason I want to bring this up is that, like I said, it's like, how bad is it? Like, using, okay,
Right.
and it's like, okay, the guy used it in private. Okay,
Right.
they got exposed, they aired it, and it's like everybody's all, there's the worst thing ever. But it's like I keep saying this, dude. Why do I have to? If it's so bad, why do I have to hear lyrics on hip hop all the time if that word is so bad? And the people always say like, oh, well, that's it. Yeah, but like, it's hearing the word is so bad. Why do other people have to hear the word? That's it's just a word. There's no action. There's no. He's not. He's saying a racist word. He's not being racist. Literally, like telling, we got to fire Virgil because he's black, or we have bro. Hulk Hogan never used his influence in any racist manner ever. Like it works. He was always
Okay, but that doesn't disqualify him.
I'm not. But I'm saying that's what I'm saying. How bad do the people that want to just bury the guy forever? That's my question. How bad?
Yeah, right.
Right.
But,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yes. Come on.
But the thing is that to a lot of people, he's not a likable guy. And if you're unlikable, like Barry Bonds or, people like that, if you're unlikable, you just get more heat.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
I think our boy O'Shea Jackson explained it perfectly. He was on a show, and I retweeted it actually, K100, and he's like, they asked him, "What about Hogan getting booed?" O'Shea was like, "I was booing that." And he's like, the music, O'Shea as a black guy goes, the music hits, and you go, yeah, and then a second later you go, hey, wait a minute, yeah, it's just.
Here's the thing, bro. There's no excuse to be using that language when Hogan used it, and definitely not now. We know it's offensive to them. So why would you do it? Just like I always used to ask, because I think they're bringing back one of the Indian names, right? In sports.
The Redskins are a possibility, I think.
All right. So my thing was, I don't find that offensive, but like Joe said, I'm not an Indian. Why don't we ask Indians if they're offended? Because, white guys, they love to be offended for other races.
Right.
You know what, Konnan? And I'll look it up and get the number for you. Indians are not offended. People are offended for them.
Right. I think I read that too. And I was like, yeah, right. It's like, okay, go ahead.
Yeah. So that's the thing. Just to make it clear there, that you're never supposed to use that word unless you're singing a rap song about degrading women. So let's just make it clear.
Yo, what's up? I just want to thank you guys for watching this clip. Don't forget to hit the like button, leave a comment, and subscribe. And join our YouTube membership for hours and hours of exclusive, unedited, uncensored content. And being a member will help you get involved in our upcoming live streams. Thank you for your support. Thank you for riding with us. I know you got a lot of other podcast choices, be it wrestling or other ones. And thank you for picking us. Boom.